Whether or not you have been the victim of a crime and desire to own and carry a firearm for self-defense and or defense of family in the state of Illinois, there are requirements that must be met to obtain the proper licensing to do so. In the state of Illinois, any resident who desires to acquire or possess firearms, firearm ammunition, tasers, or stun guns within this state must have in their possession a firearm owner's identification card, commonly referred to as a FOID card, issued in your name by the Illinois State Police. Also, any Illinois resident who seeks to carry a firearm on or about your person in public and or private areas as allowed by law must also have an Illinois concealed carry license issued in your name by, you guessed it, the Illinois State Police. Hi, I'm Instructor Mike. You can follow me on Facebook at Mike Brown or Instructor Mike on Instagram at Yes Mike Said It, or subscribe to my YouTube page, Instructor Mike, and make sure you hit the subscribe button and hit the bell for all the notifications. I'm glad you're here, and I'm glad that you want to carry a firearm, and I'm here to instruct you on the requirements for both the Illinois FOID card and the concealed carry license. Now, which card you desire can be broken down to two simple questions. 1. Do you want to own a gun and carry it on you in your home or fixed place of business only? Or 2, do you want to own the gun and carry it with you in your home or fixed place of business and carry it concealed in the public or private places allowed by law? Well, it's very simple. If you want to only own that firearm in your business or home, the FOID is for you. If you want to own that firearm in your business or home and carry it on you, concealed carry license is for you. To be eligible for an Illinois State Police FOID card, a person must be 21 years of age or have a parent or guardian that is eligible for a FOID card. An applicant must not be prohibited from possessing firearms in accordance with state or federal law. This requires that the applicant is or has not been convicted of a felony, not addicted to narcotics, not been a patient in a mental health facility within the past 5 years, not been a patient in a mental health facility more than 5 years ago unless the applicant submits a mental health certification under Section 8U of the FOID Act, not intellectually disabled, not an alien who has been unlawfully present in the United States, not subject to an existing order of protection, not been convicted within the past 5 years of battery, assault, aggravated assault, violation of an order of protection, or a substantially similar offense in another jurisdiction where a firearm was used or possessed, not been convicted of domestic battery, aggravated domestic battery, or the same kind of offense in another jurisdiction, not an alien who has been admitted to the United States under a non-immigrant visa unless the applicant is an official representative of a foreign government or who has received a waiver from the United States Attorney General pursuant to Title 18 United States Code Section 922Y3. Not a minor, subject to a petition filed under Section 5-520 of the Juvenile Court Act of 1987, alleging that the minor is a delinquent minor for the commission of an offense that, if you committed it as an adult, it would have been a felony. Not an adult who has been adjudicated a delinquent minor under the Juvenile Court Act of 1987 for the same kind of offense that, if committed by an adult, would have been a felony. You have to be a resident of the state of Illinois and not been adjudicated as a mentally disabled person. Not have been involuntarily admitted into a mental health facility, not a person whose mental condition is such a nature that it poses a clear and present danger to the applicant or any other person or the community, not developmentally disabled, not renounce your citizenship, not dishonorably discharged from the United States Armed Forces, not convicted of a misdemeanor crime of domestic violence, not a person under 21 years of age and convicted of a misdemeanor other than a traffic offense or a judged delinquent. Illinois residents may apply for an FOID card by visiting the Illinois State Police website at www.ispfsb.com. A FOID card costs $11. A FOID card holder may renew their FOID card for up to 90 days in advance of the expiration date. To renew your FOID card, you can do so at the same website. You guessed it, www.ispfsb.com, or call 217-782-7980. The State Police has 30 days to approve or deny your application upon the date of receipt. Please allow 30 days before you give them a call to the Customer Service Center. The Illinois State Police request that you give them that time before calling them and checking on the status of your FOID card. If at that time you have not received your FOID card, call the Customer Service Center at 217-782-7980. If the card was returned to the state police as undeliverable by the Postal Service, it'll only be mailed out to you again after you call the Firearms Services Bureau at that same number, okay? And you have to do so within 6 months of the application, letting them know you did not receive your card. They'll send you a replacement for free at no charge. After 6 months, that's right, you're going to need to reapply. Non-U.S. citizens are allowed to apply for the FOID card and will be required to provide an A number, an AR number, or a USCIS number to determine your eligibility. That number can be found on your permanent resident card or employment authorization card. If you do not have either, please visit www.cpb.gov to obtain your I-94 number. That is an 11-digit number. A minor can also apply for an Illinois State Police FOID card with a parent or legal guardian sponsor. The parent or legal guardian must also be eligible for a FOID card. The parent or legal guardian must also sign an affidavit and attach it to the application. Now, you can report your FOID card lost, damaged, or destroyed, or even stolen by logging in to the Firearms Services web portal at the Illinois State Police website, www.ispfsb.com, or call the Customer Service Center. You can apply for a replacement card at the same time. To obtain an Illinois concealed carry license, Illinois residents must at least be 21 years of age or older and have a valid FOID card issued by the state police. You could not have been convicted or found guilty of a misdemeanor involving the threat of physical force or violence to any person within the past 5 years. You cannot have 2 or more violations related to the offense of driving while under the influence of alcohol, other drugs, intoxicating compounds within the past 5 years. You cannot be the subject of a pending arrest warrant, prosecution, or proceeding for an offense or action that could lead to disqualification to own or possess a firearm. You cannot have been or not be a resident in a residential or court-ordered treatment for alcoholism, alcohol detoxification, or drug treatment within the past 5 years. Now, if you're eligible and you satisfy those requirements and there are no objections filed by law enforcement, you may be eligible. Those wishing to obtain a concealed carry license must take a 16-hour concealed carry course by an Illinois State Police approved instructor. That 16-hour training course must cover, at a minimum, the following topics: firearm safety, the basic principles of marksmanship, care, cleaning, loading and unloading of a concealable firearm, all applicable state and federal laws relating to the ownership, storage, carry, and transportation of a firearm, including, but not limited to, the appropriate and lawful interaction with law enforcement while transporting or carrying a concealed firearm. You have to be trained how to handle that weapon, and you have to go to the gun range. All applicants must pass that live fire exercise with a concealable firearm at a minimum of 30 rounds. You got to shoot 10 rounds at a distance of 5 yards, 10 rounds at a distance of 7 yards, and 10 rounds at a distance of 10 yards, fired at a B-27 silhouette approved by the Illinois State Police. Now that you've completed your Illinois concealed carry class, comes the tedious license processing. You can go to www.ispfsb.com and apply for your concealed carry license the same way you applied for your FOID card. And there are 2 speeds, the I want it fast or the I have time to wait. If you want that concealed carry license fast, it is recommended that you go to an Illinois Department of Financial and Professional Regulation licensed fingerprint vendor. Once you submit yourself to fingerprinting, it speeds up the process anywhere close to 35 to 90 days. If you have time to wait, you can apply for your license without getting fingerprinted, and it'll take close to 120 days. Please be advised that the following information that I have given you before does apply in terms of how they will evaluate whether or not you get your concealed carry license. A common question that I am asked is, I'm a medical marijuana card holder. Will I have my FOID or concealed carry license or cards revoked? The answer to that question is no, okay? Medical marijuana card holders will not have their FOID or concealed carry licenses revoked or denied or have it taken away from you due to your status as a medical marijuana card holder. These cards are state issued and governed by state law, and that means that state law requires that a person's status as a medical marijuana card holder not result in the denial of any right or privilege. However, be advised that firearms purchases are the exclusive powers of the federal government. In the next video, we will cover appeals and issues to be aware of before you apply for your Illinois FOID card or your concealed carry license. I'm Instructor Mike, and you've been trained. Don't forget to follow me on Facebook and at Mike Brown or Instructor Mike, on Instagram at Yes Mike Said It, or subscribe to my YouTube page, Instructor Mike. Please make sure you hit the subscribe button and hit the bell for notifications. I will see you at the range. You need to have yourself in someone's concealed carry course. It is no one's job to protect you but you. I'll see you at the range.